All right. Welcome back to the Saturdays Before the Boys podcast, episode 2. We got some really good reviews on the first podcast. Got a lot of people who seem to like it.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
This time we got Cyril and Snow Hunter.
Yeah, Cyril's on the podcast this time. So,
That's good.
what a week it's been. A lot of stuff happened in the world this week.
I'm not going to introduce this again.
Oh yeah. So we got Cyril here with us, and then Dakota here with us as well.
What's good?
I am the only black friend they will ever have.
Yeah. Amen to that.
All right.
Dakota's here.
What's good?
We got Jack here.
Hey.
And Noah, I'm here as well. Yeah.
Oh, you got Tiny Cow here.
Oh. We got one of the cutouts from the little logos Jack has been cutting out of the laser cutter here with us. Yeah. We had a busy week in the world, a busy week in the homeland, a busy day for us. And a busy day for us. We got a lot done. And then we watched some wacky stuff. You have to look at mirrors and stuff. Jack's playing with his Rubik's Cube, so we got...
I have no fucking clue how to do this.
We should probably talk about what's most president at right now. Most, the number one
You
thing.
said most president.
Which one? Coronavirus or what we did today?
We're talking about what's
Probably
going on in the world right now.
Yeah,
Start big and come down small. We'll end with Jack's Rubik's Cube journey.
Okay.
So, school's canceled for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Roy Cooper has declared 2 weeks of no school
No, I'm
in
not.
the state of
I'm not
North
a fan.
Carolina.
I'm not a fan of.
Well, I'm a little worried about the book. Your book, that is. But,
I'm a little worried about graduating.
what you going to do?
I'm going to be graduating over there. Being Chromebooks.
Yeah. It's kind of sucky to spend our senior year missing out on a lot of school and stuff like that because should be enjoying all the senior events and stuff.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Fucking.
So are you happy about the break, or are you upset about the break?
Well, I'm kind of like 50-50 right now. I'm kind of like, I don't like school. I don't want to go. But also, I'm kind of like, there's a lot of school events that I would like to attend. You know, like prom could be canceled. Because prom has a bunch of people.
I imagine on a tree schedule it. I imagine.
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends.
Like,
It depends on how they develop, though. But I think this 2 weeks is only temporary.
Yeah, I think where we're at the end of this 2 weeks, we'll decide how the rest of the.
so you want to come closer to the mic?
Speaking of which, Noah, are you still down to help me learn how to dance?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't know how to fucking dance?
No, dog. I've never been to any of the dances. I said, fuck
No.
I'll
that.
be giving Dakota dance
Well,
lessons.
anyway, yeah. I bet there are a bunch of people that are just kind of like unhappy.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be robbed of some of the stuff that's like
Yeah,
additional
'cause prom-
senior stuff.
Prom is pretty lit. I was kind of excited
And
this
it's
year because I was
senior
gonna
tradition.
like get to
Yeah.
DJ a lot of it
We gotta get our group pictures taken, all 7 of us, hopefully.
and watch everybody just drunk and high off their ass. Just
We're not going to mention names.
that's
We've
really
mentioned it.
Have we?
We all know who.
We all know.
Yeah, Dakota, you happy or you sad?
Wait, what? Ow. Depend. Fuck. Yeah, caught me off guard.
Slow down.
So, anyways, this week started off with like some bad news,
That's
but
not-
it's
that's
been.
not exactly what-
No,
What?
about the
About school.
about school.
Oh. Okay, sorry. No, honestly,
Dude, stop playing my key. What is that?
I'm just-
Come on, use that for my nail.
I just hate the virtual days, and
Virtual always kick my ass.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. They
Fail.
always bring down my grade.
So quit looking through
Just have to be
fucking
playing with something,
drawers,
Sarah.
you
Yeah.
piece
Play with
of
the ball.
shit.
Plus, I'm.
Be careful with that ball.
Plus, I don't really.
it's just
All
a
right,
paper
right.
holder.
But I also don't know like what's going on with my college classes, so that may be an issue.
I
don't think I've gotten anything, but when I go home, I'm checking my emails.
Okay. Jack, you happy or sad?
I guess I'm kind of bummed. I mean, I don't like being stuck at the house at all hours of the day.
Yeah.
Especially with like other virtual days because I lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah.
That's true, but
I know it's true.
it just feels like for me it's a godsend. Not the coronavirus, but obviously just
I'm
like,
pretty sure God sent that too.
but like,
and also the
I'm
coronavirus kind of so.
I'm just tired of getting up at 7 o'clock every fucking morning.
He's got a
And
point
I'm just-
there, but it's still.
I mean, not 8 a.m., but 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, especially losing one hour, like,
Especially with how late you are to school this time. I mean,
Yeah.
That's just
Oh,
what to
same.
say for you.
But now, honestly, the coronavirus is just kind of sad because I am a little worried about the boys' trip.
Yeah.
If anything, it's gonna be cheaper. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot less people at the beach.
What?
I said I feel like there's going to be a lot less people at the
Oh yeah, there's
beach.
gonna be a lot less. So we're at less.
It's
I
more
feel
beach
like
for us.
I feel
Let's take
like
over the beach.
I feel like we're
Yeah.
I feel like we're not at any more risk there than we are here. You know?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
feel
right.
like we're at
You're
any
right.
more risk. The biggest risk we would have is the Walmart stuff in Walmart, but I feel like the mass panic rushing to the Walmart is going to be over by then. So,
I hope so.
Got to get all that toilet paper.
and it's still a good ways off. Like, it's going to be after this 2 weeks is up.
I stopped in at work today, and yesterday they did $65,000 in a day.
What?
Is that like the record for?
That's more than we had Christmas Eve.
Is that like the record for like
I
the
don't know.
most spent or most
I don't know.
you've made in a day?
holy fuck, that's a lot of money.
65 grand.
How much did you make Christmas Eve?
Not 65
Okay.
grand.
Not
Maybe
even close.
maybe high 40s,
Wow.
maybe 50s.
So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
more than
Christmas
water.
Eve,
By
Christmas Eve
miles.
is like pressing, but like this is like,
People go ham on Christmas Eve.
People are just panicking. It's just mass hysteria,
Yeah.
Which is just going to make
Wow.
it worse.
which is making it much
Goddamn
worse. Yeah.
toilet paper.
I feel like I know people are panicking and stuff, and like we're shutting down all the sporting events to try and keep things from spreading. It's very contagious. It's not very deadly. So I feel like people are maybe blowing
Not
it
to
out of
us.
the water.
Yeah.
True. But I feel like people are maybe blowing it more out of the water than it needs to be. It's like I feel like a lot of people are just stopping life, and life can't stop because of a virus. But
I mean, all people are going extinct anyway.
you just make a point. But
it's now or just a couple years later.
Yeah.
but what is true is how like behind the curve we are on like trying to like
Yeah, it's a big
isolate
I'm gonna
it.
fucking stop it.
Yeah.
We're very behind because, like, I mean, it came to America much faster than they thought, and so they weren't ready for it, and it got here, and it spread faster than they thought it would in America because they weren't ready for that.
Most of the deaths here have been from
The
one retirement home.
Yeah, the retirement home in Washington.
That's very true. Yeah.
Most of the cases are California, Washington, and New York.
I think De Blasio tweeted. Mayor De Blasio tweeted the first death in New York. But other than that,
I mean,
I think it was an 82-year-old.
Even under the age of 90 or 80, you still got a chance of dying. I mean, just from sickness.
Yeah.
But it's like less than 1%. It's like
20
99.5% chance.
Unless
that
you're a
gonna
young
live.
child.
20,000 people died from the flu last year.
Yeah, and we're at like 5,000 right now. That's from worldwide. I mean,
Well, I don't know.
last time I saw it, it was at like 4,800.
I'd like to know what the hell China's doing.
There's like 80,000 cases,
Yeah.
but I think they're
I'd
okay.
like them to like
But I think they blocked.
Open up
They cut
a
themselves.
little bit.
Oh, like you mean like publicity wise,
there's-
not borders wise, right?
Yeah.
Because they after like a couple of weeks they shut down the whole country, just like cut all the ads and things to try and contain it. Which good on them for cutting themselves off and taking one for the team. It's a little bit late,
But I will say though that is the one thing about having probably like
Man, Walmart's gonna suffer.
having like a communist
Okay.
government.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a communist government, you can control because you basically control everybody anyway. So like
Yeah.
it's just so much easier for them to just be like, you know,
This country's gonna stop for a little bit.
Well,
do this, do that.
I heard the thing about like Italy being more authoritarian that they can just shut down everything, like you were saying.
yeah.
It was if the central government has more power, they can just shut down everything. But I think we're doing a good job right now. And we're doing all we can right now.
That's
and
true.
Stuff.
But if we have
What's
just
Walmart?
banned any incoming like packaging and stuff from China. That's where a lot of Walmart.
Well,
products
they
come
haven't,
from.
but that's the thing. They haven't.
Yeah.
They haven't done that.
I thought we just did that,
And they specifically said.
or maybe that was just Europe.
They specifically
Yeah, travel
said
ban on Europe.
they did a travel ban on Europe and China,
There's an import ban.
but
I think there is an import ban.
there is an
Morgan
import
was telling
ban?
me that she bought a phone case and it's supposed to be coming from China, but they just banned.
So maybe there is an import ban.
Walmart's going down.
Yeah, businesses are going to take a big
They
blow.
they did say something though about exceptions of all cargo. I mean, probably not from China,
Well,
but I think
no.
from Europe.
Well,
Everything from
Can it
Europe.
spread via?
Well,
like,
that's what they're saying is that they're keeping all commerce going, but they're not that concerned about surface, how long it can last on the surface.
I feel like you can disinfect cargo.
and they
Yeah.
You
can
just like put it through this little spray things and then just disinfect it.
They'll
That's
probably
like
just
fine.
get somebody with like suits or like masks and all
Yeah,
that.
I don't
and
think imports will be a problem, really. I feel like you could easily disinfect and keep things clean.
yeah.
maybe I just want Walmart to crash and
Go
burn.
down, yeah.
But they were.
They're gonna go down too if they do. You know.
No,
It was funny. It was funny though how they were saying today on the
Not Ingles.
I think it was the White House press conference. They were saying how private sectors, they're like very appreciative of
What's
like
a private sector?
of like, well, basically just like the businesses,
Sure, no,
the major
that's weird.
businesses are cooperating, like major airlines like Delta and shit.
Yeah, I saw that Delta and United or whatever is closing down for temporarily or like stopping all outside the United States flights.
Yeah, if you keep things going, then no one's flying anymore. I
Yeah.
can tell you that right now.
Flights are very cheap
So if
for
you
like a
keep
week.
things going, then you're just running money into the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But even though
True.
flights are cheap, you can't fucking go anywhere
Yeah.
because of the travel ban.
Yeah.
So
All the artists are
Kinda gay.
canceling their tours except for the Stones. They haven't canceled yet, which is good. So maybe
they're not worried about it.
No, they survived worse.
Yeah.
Their blood is just black tar heroin.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Not like
In the best way.
a
That's probably what their idea.
condition kind of
That's
way.
probably what their idea is just like the Stones are just like, well,
Wipe out the population.
if we do contract the coronavirus, we'll just
Is that Maker?
Go out
Keith's
on
idea?
stage.
yeah.
You think it was Maker Keith's idea? To kill the wipe out the population.
I reckon it was Charlie Watts.
Charlie Watts.
Charlie looks like such.
He seems like the guy who. Yeah.
He's
so
such like-
not a rocker.
Yeah. When they introduced him on stage, he got up and he hobbled to the front of the stage from his drums. He like bent at the waist a little bit and then shuffled back. But he had like a sweater and like a collar under it. He looked like such a casual old man.
God dang.
Alrighty.
He kicks ass apparently.
Just drink a different beer. You're worried about the coronavirus.
This Corona's a drug.
Yeah, I got it.
It's so funny.
Thing like that without a jack.
You guys hear that? Yep. Yeah.
Their sales have gone down like
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
badly, like badly.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants to drink their machine.
Probably
Maybe
Maybe
think
this will be good for society. And we'll wake up to some things and like kids won't be as plugged into their phones or something.
climate deniers will be wiped out. Climate change
That's what I was
deniers.
just thinking that all those people who like the climate are going to be destroyed. Alrighty, so that's coronavirus. What about our night? Are we done with the coronavirus? Is there anything we want to talk about that?
Reckon.
All right. What about our night, boys? Quite the night.
Kind of good night.
Pretty fun night.
Pretty fun night. You wanna tell us about it, Sariel?
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, just
We said that.
went to the bowling alley, shot some pool.
Kicked ass.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
do
was
too
on the
bad.
winning team every time.
I didn't do too bad myself.
I'm so
I had a good game.
fucking good.
But we got bored of that.
And then we got bored of that,
So-
and
I want to get a pool table.
Go
Then we commenced
Operation
prank.
That's a stupid name.
Operation Stinky Poo Poo.
Oh, stinky.
Oh, Stinky, yeah.
Operation Stinky.
Operation Poo Poo.
Shut the fuck up, sir. We decided on the Stinky.
So we decided that we would. So Dakota had recently ordered some.
I did.
Liquid ass.
A friend of mine did.
Oh, a friend of Dakota's ordered the stuff.
We have liquid ass.
Yes, that is what is important. And then it's this. So what? It is a product that is in a spray bottle that you spray it and it smells like
ass.
Yes.
Fun fact for none of you that know what liquid ass is, or if you do know what liquid ass
I
is.
just said what it was.
Well, okay. If you know, it is manufactured here in
Western North Carolina.
Yeah, Western North Carolina, which is pretty cool, you know. In Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
And whatever
It is manufactured here.
In.
Hey man, that's pretty cool.
And whatever you spray it on smells like
Ass.
Yeah.
It just smells like ass. It's so bad.
Bootay.
Yeah.
Jack's doing that.
So
yeah.
Go for it.
So there's like a church parking lot by our buddy Blake's house. So we parked there. It is, to set the scene, it's Cyrell, Dakota, Noah, Hunter, and myself. And we're coming up with a game plan. If Sam's car is unlocked, then we're just going to spray like crazy. If not, then the whole thing's a bust. And we're sad.
Yeah.
But
fate smiled on us tonight.
we decided we'd be weird and come up from behind the house
in the pitch dark of night.
Yeah.
In great Scottish battle line formation, peeking over the hill, Braveheart style, our kilts up.
I decided that I'd take one for the team and go down because I'm in a lot of black clothing.
Well, we attempted 3 assaults basically.
Yeah.
First time we went down as a group, kind of Hunter hung back to watch the rear.
Yeah, Dakota went through and looked to see that the curtains that are normally closed are open, and the car is like directly in that line of sight. Mm-hmm. So Dakota starts coming back.
About that time, my phone rings.
Yeah,
he starts playing the Stone "Start Me Up" song, and so we run back.
We booked it.
Build up our courage again.
I told him that I'd do it because I was in this mostly black outfit, except for the colorful fucking spaceman on the back. So I'm creeping down. I'm having everyone come up over the hill, watch me. And a car pulls into the roundabout where they are.
My bad.
And my first reaction is to just go straight back because, I don't want to be seen by this car and fucking looking creepy as shit sneaking up through someone's backyard to a car. So I hide behind a bush, and apparently everyone else thought I just fucking disappeared.
Yeah, we could not see him.
He was gone.
We're probably I'd say probably about 10 yards away.
I was
15 yards away, and we could not see him.
He said he put his thumb up.
I was looking right out. Yeah. And apparently I
could not see him at all.
Into the shadows. So some lady parked and got out of her car and went inside. And as soon as her door closed, I came back out, apparently to the amazement of the other nincompoop. Cyrell, I was fucking get off.
Sorry.
So I sneak up around somebody else's car to avoid the most contact with the window. And Sam's back door is unlocked.
From the hill, we can't see you.
Yeah.
We see you walk up towards the car, but then you vanish again because you get low, I guess.
Yeah.
And then from the hill, I'm watching and I just see the door open.
Yeah.
I can't see you. Like, he did it. Looking back over the hill. And then we just watch as the door closes.
spread a lot and decided I wasn't going to be sneaky coming back. And I started giggling and laughing.
And then pushes the door again.
Yeah,
and then,
because I didn't close it all the way because I didn't want to slam it because it'd be too loud.
and we books it back. We just see him coming back, and we just
I started running a little bit, and then everyone else I see just turn around and split.
We just run right back in the cars.
I'm laughing, like running up the hill. My knees are like buckling because I'm trying not to giggle and run at the same time.
So we get back to the vehicles.
Yep, and then we decide
We're
that
about to go home.
we're going to go do Blake's car.
Mm-hmm.
So we all pile in my car. Noah drives it just around the corner.
It's so I'm much taller than Jack is.
Cyrell and Hunter went to
go scope
out the house
So
first.
what happened whenever you went to go scope it out?
So when we went to go scope it out, it wasn't much. There was that couple walking their dogs, and my windows were rolled down, and I turned. It was kind of sketchy though, because I did turn my lights off as soon as I turned in, and then they saw me, and so I just turned them back on as soon as I just like passed them.
It was just an accident.
Yeah, so it just looked like I was just turning around at that point.
Yeah.
And then then we came back and we all piled into your car.
Yep.
Which I'm taller than Jack, so it was like I had to like scrunch up and get in there and like went over the steering wheel and drive. But we went over to Blake's little roundabout area, turned in. That couple was walking their dogs. They had an army of pit bulls. They had 3 pit bulls.
Was it a couple?
Yeah, it was a couple.
It was a
I thought
couple,
it was
yeah.
dudes.
No, it was a couple.
Not
it was a
that can't be a couple. Stop talking.
So it's me and Jack in the front seat, and then Hunter, Cyrell, and Dakota in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We go in, pull around. I back up because that's where we can pull out. Jack climbs out. Turn off the lights first.
I'm very casual about this one because there's a bush and Blake's entire fucking car blocking their view of me.
Plus, you've always seen at least stringed his truck before.
Yeah, and shaving cream, if I'm not mistaken, we did that.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
So I sprayed probably even more in Blake's car. Just a lot around the steering wheel, then a lot in the back.
We could see this one though, so we lost it with him. We could see him doing this one. We lost it in the car.
And then a lot in the passenger seat. And I just kind of slammed the door and walked slowly back to the car.
We were dying. And then he climbs in and we take off, go back to the church.
And there's a cop.
And there's a cop coming out of the church.
Oh, yeah, there's
the
a
wrong way. Like we wouldn't
Cop
have
coming out of the church.
like no reason that the church is set up like a U. The road end is a U shape, and then there's a church, and then like a lawn in the middle. So the U goes around the church. There's a basketball court in the back, and it's like you go in one way and out the other way. He's coming out. Like there would be no reason for him to be in the church except for us, potentially, unless he's turning around. But we go past because to keep going, so we don't get caught or anything. We don't look suspicious at least. And he follows us.
He did not.
Well, he turns out behind
neighborhood.
us.
Yeah.
So then we get down to the end of the road, turn right, head up the road. He doesn't come with us, so we feel good. We come back around again, and we're like, we need to move spots. So we pull in. Everybody hop, and we were not in any danger at all. But Hunter is losing his mind.
Yeah, Hunter was
Hunter's
like,
terrifying.
He like throws his seatbelt around and is like shaking the car as he jumps out and runs to Cyrell's car. And Cyrell, everyone else is piling out, moving around, getting in different seats. I go get my truck. We all leave. They all leave. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at.
I don't know how you got lost.
Y'all were gone by the time I got around. So did that. Then I call Jack. He tells me to get where we're going. Pull into the other neighborhood so we could. Oh wait, we decided we wanted to watch Sam's reaction
Because
so he
the
gets
stuff
some
only lasts
satisfaction.
1 to 3 hours. But I spread a lot, so it's probably going to last longer than that.
Yeah. So we go to a different spot so we can watch his reaction without the cop coming back because we were a little on edge if he might have been there because of us. And not that we did anything wrong, but we did look very sketchy doing it. So we can completely understand why someone would be sketched out by us being there. So
we pull all the way around to
the other side.
Have a straight shot out. Oh my god, back to the road. And Dakota calls Sam, and he's like,
hey,
You
we
said
saw
it.
somebody near your car. And he knew. He knew.
right away.
Yeah. He was just like, what'd you do to my car? And I'm like, just go check it, man. Just go check it. And at that time...
Did he open the door?
I don't know.
I did not see him open the door.
Yeah, we did not get any satisfaction out of his reaction.
At that time, though, some dude started yelling at Noah to move his truck.
I was in his drive. I was not in his driveway or on his lawn, but he said that I was, and
So-
I swear we all checked. It was
Yeah.
not.
Well, we were starting to like go back to the cars. Well, they all look back and they see Sam outside.
We're all five standing there, and then we look back, and like Hunter and Cyril are
Dakota's already in the car.
I thought we were gone.
Dakota's
I
already
just
in the
look.
car.
I just look back and I see everybody looking that way. I'm like, is he
Hunter,
actually out?
Hunter and Cyril, I guess see Sam come out, and then you two cunts turn around, and you're like, Sam's coming, like it's over, like get in the car. So you guys
Okay,
start-
but here's my reaction to Sam, because I know Sam was like, I know Sam like sometimes gets pissed. So my reaction was that my thinking was that he was gonna like open the car door, smell it, and just be like shit, and then he's gonna and then
I've
he
seen a dude beat us up. We could easily take Sam, dude.
Yeah.
no he tried to beat us up. Like he'd probably
I don't
start
think he would.
he'd
fight
probably
us,
start
dude.
dead ass sprinting, and then he just be
Gonna
like,
rage.
Dude,
yeah, like
he would not fight us. There's no way. He's one of the boys.
he does get pissed easily at
Yeah,
certain
he
things.
does.
That's like swinging a fist.
Yeah, he'd probably punch you.
Yeah, he let's be honest.
He'd
He would
probably
punch
pin
me.
us. I think he'd pin us.
Nah, he would punch me.
Yeah, I can see
He'd
it.
punch
He
me.
might
Oh,
punch
yeah,
you.
he'd punch
Yeah,
Punch you
for
in a
sure.
heartbeat. I don't think he punched me.
But
Anyone.
no, so we all like freak out and just book it.
Well, y'all
Well,
look at first, then me and
yeah,
Jack are standing there looking.
Cyril and Hunter slowly like walk
Well,
back
but
to
I
their,
thought
to their seats.
I thought y'all were gonna book it, because from what y'all were like froze, and then y'all just like went back to your car, and I was
Because
like,
we didn't see him.
I couldn't. I
Yeah,
had no
I see
idea where it was the entire time until until you guys turned around and were like pretty much back at your doors, and
We were both like, "Where?"
no and I are sitting there looking
where?
and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I see Sam in whatever color shirt he's got
White
on,
or some kind of. I think it's that neon green shirt he has.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
yeah.
and I'm like, is he coming this way? Like I
And was
can't
like, yeah,
tell. I was
this way.
I didn't know if he was like walking closer to the car because the depth perception was weird for me.
He was very far off. He was much farther off than I thought he would be. Like,
Yeah.
we were not in a very good position.
The depth perception was quite strange. And then I saw him physically like turn in front of the grass part of the roundabout. I'm like, oh god, he's coming this way. So
We run.
I turn around. I'm like, he's coming. So knowing I book it back to the driver's seat. Dude.
Yeah. I get my truck. I'm in front. And somehow I end up in left.
Cyril pulls
Some
up
takes
first
off, dude. He
I pull
takes
out.
off.
in front around Noah,
And then we
and now we're at my house.
adrenaline's
Yeah.
pumping.
Well-
like we're going pretty fast back here, and like some of the curves coming up here, like I felt like my tires skid and stuff. Like coming up here, like
Well, when we were coming up here, I looked back and I saw a car behind Noah. I thought they
Oh,
were
yeah,
after
dude.
us.
And then
called
Blake texted me and was like, "If you mess with my car, I'm gonna kill you."
so obviously Sam and him were together, or Sam told Blake or something. But little does
Death
Blake
is
know.
imminent.
Little does Blake know that he's already been hit before he gave us that warning. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, you should have said something sooner. But
Death is imminent.
yeah, so we gotta be on the lookout for an a counter prank here pretty soon, possibly.
It's a good day being alive.
I came home and I seriously felt like I was gonna get like hit or something, like get shot up or something.
Oh,
which
he
is-
texted me again.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't know.
He doesn't know 'cause he can't get into his phone.
Oh, no.
So we got this. Jack made his password incredibly long, so there's no way of knowing what it is the Blake said to him.
Hopefully he can get into it later and tell us.
That was our night. Played some pool. Or we went out to dinner first. I ate some Subway.
Mhm.
Nice. Played some pool, which was lit. And Jack cannot get into his phone still.
It'll be like an hour after this.
And then we did some pranks.
hell yeah.
Scooted back up
Pretty
here.
It was a great day.
Yeah, did that. How you boys doing on time?
It's 11:69. Still good for another 14 minutes, I think.
I mean, you have to be home in 14 minutes.
It'll be fine.
Okay,
Is that right?
you good? Keep going.
Ooh,
Say something.
maybe 11:30. Maybe
So you gotta go now.
not now, but
That's what
You mean you're gonna leave at 11:30?
yeah, I could
Oh,
probably leave it.
then yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
we got 30 minutes. We're good. 15 minutes. That's good.
So,
Jack,
Yeah, it's
how's the Rubik's Cube coming?
I have no idea how to do this.
So tell us about your Rubik's Cube
I
journey.
have no. So I'm chilling in Mr. V's class one day. I'm bored with my hand, so I just start flipping this Rubik's Cube. And he comes up behind me. It's like, you want to learn? It's like, well, I fucking guess so. So, first day, master solving the white part in the first row.
Solve for white, dude.
And Mr. V's trying to teach me this, like, what he describes as loading the Ferris wheel. And I'm not even gonna try to explain this over the podcast because you're not gonna understand.
The art of war for Rubik's Cubes is what it is.
It's so complicated
The art of
until it
cube.
clicks in your mind about
The
what
art of cube.
they're talking about. But now I have 2 rows and I have all the centers on the bottom lined up, and I just need to do the corners. Right now, I just have 2 corners that aren't solved.
And if you
And I could just be cheap and like
No, you're not doing that. Don't do that.
pull it
Don't do that.
and flip it.
Don't do that.
But I guess I'm not supposed to fucking do that. So I'm itching to figure out how to fucking completely solve
Solve your Rubik's Cube.
Yep.
Yeah.
solve for white.
Solve for white.
Hell yeah.
I've been trying to teach Noah too.
Yeah, I've picked up on some lessons different days at lunch. It's a good time to be one of the boys right now. We got good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Jack's been cutting us out these little wooden
Spaceship
spaceship
logo things.
things.
They're pretty fucking cool.
It's very similar to the boys logo, or the album logo, or the
Album.
podcast logo.
You ruined the
It's the same-
surprise.
Same spaceship as that.
We're releasing an album.
Yeah. Whoops. It's all my freestyle raps.
oh no.
Like Post Nasal Drip.
Michael the
Comment
Distinguished.
on Drip. Michael Distinguished. I'm making us some stuff in Adobe, some
Yeah.
trading cards that have each of the boys' little traits on them, and
Some flexing license.
yeah, I also have making us some finesse license.
Finesse.
Sarah's making an actual fake ID.
It is
Hey,
not
make
that.
some fake
It is
ideas
actually not
for
that
us.
fucking hard, to be honest. Like with Photoshop,
So making it look.
with
Yeah,
Photoshop,
right.
it is printing it out is the hard part. But to be honest, like
We do not endorse the creation of fake IDs. It's not real fake IDs, just for fake IDs. Just practicing our skills.
Fake IDs.
Yeah.
well, I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Stop. Couldn't incriminate yourself.
But to be honest, it wasn't that hard. To be honest, I just took a sample, and with the color droplet tool and
Going to jail?
spot healing tool, it's not that hard.
So basically, try this at home.
No. It's illegal.
Come
Don't do
on,
that.
Come on.
It is illegal. It is illegal.
Fine. It's
It is
not-
illegal. Don't do it.
It's not for use. Not. It's not. They're all for just
Try it at home,
gag
but
gifts.
it's fun.
Now, if you're going to do anything, get some of that spray and prank your friends.
If anything, if you're gonna make a fake ID, make a very insulting fake ID.
Like a finesse license. This
Like-
from Galaxy.
Put Jabba the Hutt on there.
Child.
Or you could do like what,
817 pounds.
or you could do like what they did in like that
4'3".
that Family Guy episode. It's like
1864.
you can do in that Family Guy episode. It's like Peter took his license. He took a picture of his license drunk, so that way when he gets pulled over,
I remember
he
that.
just looks
That's
like
what
that.
he looks like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not drunk. You look like this always.
Shit, got fucked up.
It's a weird idea.
I was just post on Instagram and stuff about taking your picture while you're high, so that whenever you get pulled over for being high,
My eyes are just red.
my eyes naturally have red eyes.
It's a condition.
Well, it's been a
Dakota, how you doing? What have you been up to?
Well, like I was saying earlier, like bad news on Monday.
What happened on Monday? Can we talk about it?
Oh yeah,
no,
we don't
want to talk about it.
Wait, in what part are you talking
I don't
about?
want to talk about any of it.
Oh, he gets very mad at that. So I
don't think the drama needs to be said on the
you
podcast.
got a point. You got a point. I will give you. How about the short version?
Yeah, go for
All
it. No
So
names.
pretty much, my ex, some of you may know, found out she's been cheating on me for about 4 or 5 months,
At least.
and that she was also cheating on me for cheating on this other dude that she was in a relationship for 7 months.
At least.
Yeah, but I got my payback on
the
it.
end of the tunnel.
I got my payback on that. So
Good stuff.
She's basically chopped up in the backyard.
nah, it's
I
been a
probably
great
can't
week
say
though.
that. I probably shouldn't say that.
Sorry,
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Terry.
Jack's too much of a wimp to do that.
Terry's
my FBI agent. Terry, all this is a joke.
Is Terry the same name you used last time?
Yes, Terry is my all-time FBI agent. I'm
All
very
right.
consistent with my FBI. I know his name's Terry. That's good. Sarah, how's the band?
Oh, the band? It's coming. I made an official Instagram for us today.
Follow.
Follow. Please follow Sokatoa _KMC, all lowercase.
That's spelled SOHCATOAH.
Yes.
_ James.
I must take this call.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, step outside so you don't hear you.
TOAH.
It's SOHCATOAH _
I don't think there's an H at the end of it.
Toa. Yeah, there is. Toa.
Sorry, this is so confusing.
Yeah, I swear it's. Yeah, SOHCATOA. You're right.
Yeah.
_ KMC.
Eat my ass.
No H at the end of it. My bad.
That felt good, dude.
So Sarah was making a band. There's some good videos on there about what he's up to and stuff.
I'm back.
You gotta go.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It is 11:24, so you got that.
But anyway, yeah, the band is pretty cool. It's 3 of us.
Go follow them on Instagram. They got some clips about their music. Some of the.
Aren't you guys going to do this challenge show?
Yeah, we are going to do a challenge show.
Show up, people.
If they still do it. But
Really? What you doing?
Gonna do a Johnny Cash song probably. Probably. I might do Wayfaring Stranger.
That means pull up.
Pull up.
But it's gonna be lit as fuck, man. It's gonna I'm gonna ask to borrow Mr. V subs from the DJ equipment.
Epic.
And I'm gonna mic up my drums. Kenyon's gonna have his whole setup.
Nice.
It's gonna be loud as fuck. It's
we played paintball with Kenyon. He's a cool dude.
We basically just want to recreate just
another 15 minutes.
the orange peel.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be just hits you in your face,
hanging.
just slaps you in your face.
Bet, dude.
Shit.
That's exciting stuff.
Yeah, man.
This has been a lit year so far, even though coronavirus is kind of putting a damper on it.
January, we almost fought World War III.
Yeah.
February, the world was on fire.
Yeah.
March, the coronavirus.
Put it down.
What's your predictions for April?
Aliens.
I'm feeling aliens in May.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like April's the zombies.
I could see post-coronavirus zombies.
Don't be saying shit like that, Dakota, because then we'll have to nuke countries.
How about? Okay, so really, how about?
India will be the first to go.
He's upset not because the zombie apocalypse is happening, but because we'll have to nuke somebody.
What about a lot of laced weed deaths? It's 420 for a whole month.
I could see a lot of overdoses.
Yeah, that seems like a
bad
thing.
drugs.
Maybe
Yeah,
we get
make
our
sure you-
first ever weed overdose.
Get a test kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you're smoking some legit stuff.
That's true.
Not the
Trying to find
But
some
I also
hand
feel
sanitizer.
kind of
I
stuff.
also feel though, because of the coronavirus,
Corona.
I feel that well, okay,
Uh-huh.
they probably wouldn't care, But I'm pretty there's some that will care. The plugs are just like, yeah, I'm not gonna like, I can't physically touch you, so I'm just gonna mail your shit to you. So they just people just like you see an influx of mail just like
stop selling drugs.
just
They
like
don't want to get the
grams.
virus.
You just have so many grams coming in the mail. It's gonna be funny as fuck.
Yeah, I did not mean that I didn't know anything about that, but I was just it was like a
Yeah.
PSA.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not know anything.
we don't condone.
You end up like Sam.
Well, I don't not condone.
You
I
end
just
up like
don't
Sam.
participate.
You know, somebody could be like a
In
real
the
jerk to an
marijuana
old
part.
person and just like send them mail, but have like the coronavirus and just be like, ha ha, send it to an old person.
Like anthrax?
Pretty much.
Coughing and everything.
It would still work. There's germs, like
I
the
mean,
virus would
it's
still
your
be
virus.
dead.
I mean, if you really think about it, what is the priority of the government right now? It's not stopping drugs. It's the coronavirus. So to be honest, if you went to JFK Airport right now and you had basically just like 2 kilos of cocaine,
I'm pretty sure they're still going to catch you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
they're not going to give up.
Catch you.
No.
they're still gonna catch you. But you know, if there's like 20 people coming off a plane with the coronavirus, they're gonna be like, we'll deal with you
No,
later.
You're not going to do that. You're still illegal.
No, they're
I know,
you're
I
gonna-
know.
Going to jail.
I know it's still illegal, but
You're
still,
going to jail.
I know you're still
They'll,
going to
they'll
jail.
just quarantine them and take you to jail.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I feel like you might be. Yeah,
I feel like there'd
they
be
have
enough people
staff
that,
at JFK Airport
What do you
to
think?
deal with more than 21 people at a time.
Yeah.
You never know.
Security's pretty tight.
You never know. It could be like
Yeah, New York police officers have fucking M4s.
Yeah. Well, the Capitol building.
It's kind of weird. It's weird seeing, but it's interesting at the same time.
That's
they,
pretty
they
interesting.
cut,
What'd you do?
'Cause what Bush did.
Retry that.
They're pretty big place. Wait, what?
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Bush.
Bush.
What about Bush?
Bush did an 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bush did 9/11. That is very true.
Um,
The FBI killed JFK.
It's the
CIA.
CIA, whatever. Same difference. It was still the
It's not
government.
The same difference.
It's
Government still killed JFK.
It's so funny that the FBI is called the FIB in GTA.
Yeah.
The Federal Intelligence Bureau.
Fib.
Fib. It's so funny. What about you, sir? What do you think's going to happen in April? What's your prediction for April?
to be honest, I don't really know. I don't really know.
You're supposed to come up with something
Just
funny.
thought about that for like 10 seconds and didn't say shit.
Well, in April there could be like I don't know, like lots of bad weather. You know, like
Just came up with the
In
most
April,
bland thing.
it might rain a lot.
In April, 500 tornadoes hit America.
April showers.
you never know.
Flowers.
Japan usually gets like a lot of bad shit happening to them. You know what I mean? Like they could have the
Ever
coronavirus.
since the atom bombs hit, this
Yeah.
been all downhill from there.
They
Yeah.
could have the coronavirus and like 12 tsunamis happen in the same month.
I think we're doing one.
Like you would either like die from the
Oh,
virus
yeah.
or just like drown
Fair.
from like all the tsunamis.
I know what might happen in April.
Uh-huh.
The internet shuts down completely.
I could see that happening too.
Yeah.
I felt the internet might go down.
Why?
I just felt the internet might go down soon. Like
I don't need the
this has
internet.
like been
but
damaging to infrastructure. The
I don't-
coronavirus has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see the internet going down possibly.
it's
Maybe.
true. But the government does
Google
need the
just
internet.
loses all their money.
Whew. That would be like putting a
Isn't
hurt
Google on
on
other
it.
stuff though?
Yeah.
They've got like their stuff. They've got their.
Well, that's a lot of stuff going down there.
Yeah, but the internet would.
Probably close the smaller businesses.
Well,
before
that-
they close themselves.
Google's just a search engine, right? I mean, like
It's a company.
yeah.
Honestly-
I mean, like, but the part of it's not like the internet is Google.
We have to. Yeah, but
Like
it's a big part.
Yeah,
but
if I don't have
feel like
internet,
the
I can't look
internet is
nothing.
gonna go down.
What are you gonna use?
How do you-
You're
what
gonna
is the
fucking are you gonna use
what-
Bing for the rest of your life?
That's what I'm saying. Is that like
Hell no, I'm
Google
not
and
using
Bing
Bing for
are
the
on
rest
the
of my life.
internet. They aren't the internet. You know,
Yeah.
like if Google
Yeah.
if Google shut down, the internet would still be there. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the internet going down.
Google would not be there.
Yeah,
You could
neither
not
would
be
Bing.
able to access.
or Firefox.
Thank God.
Or
That
Internet
would hurt so
Explorer.
many businesses, like even Walmart.
Oh, the
or-
world would be
That
done for
would-
like a year. Like it would take us so long to recover and figure out how to live life.
Isn't there like a
How dependent are we on the internet?
Very
like a-
dependent.
Very dependent nowadays.
some
Like,
kind of something with the sun? Where like
A solar flare could get the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
frying the
know,
electrical system.
Yeah.
But you
What
know-
is the internet?
Go back to the Stone Age.
What is it on? How do you do it?
yeah, right.
Electricity, I guess.
What?
Electricity, I guess.
Yeah, but
I don't
I
know.
feel like there would.
It has to be a certain.
I feel like something has to be
snippets
running
of
to be the
electricity.
internet.
What is it like? What does the internet come from?
You know, like how.
Electricity,
Servers,
I think.
right?
Yeah.
Where's the master server at? Where's
Yeah.
this internet server? Who owns that shit?
Dude, you
Where's
know,
the internet?
dude, you know how much money that
It
dude
doesn't
probably
just exist.
has.
It's not like something you tap into.
No,
Where is it? What is it?
somebody made the internet.
no,
It's-
everybody has private servers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
but still, that
for example,
But it's on the internet.
if
for-
the internet, you
A
run
private
the server
internet.
on
Aren't
the
there
internet.
different internet networks?
Yeah.
but for example,
So a lot of
So
people-
where's the public internet?
It depends on what network you have.
No.
No, yeah,
It
yeah,
works.
he's right because the internet can branch off because there's like our internet in North Carolina. There's like
Which is gay.
there's different internets out there, but they can still connect. Like my phone can connect to Jack's, so they probably connect like that kind of thing.
Well, like you can play video games with someone from Japan,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? So where's the internet at though?
It's
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 just
gotta be a
kind of
bunch
it's
of-
it's got to be like different
like-
like servers, but can
Yeah,
connect like phones do.
so
it's like
let's say-
radio waves, but not radio.
Well, radio
It's
waves.
got to be some kind of wave.
Radio waves we tap into.
Yeah.
We send and like we transmit and tap into. I
It
understand
has
that.
to be the same idea.
Yeah,
Do you think it's radio wave?
I reckon satellites.
Because radio
and
waves
shit.
can be a lot more than just that. Is it satellites? It might be satellites.
yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
satellites.
That's just the relay, though.
Dude, Fritz is gonna watch this and just be like talking
Fritz
to us.
is
gonna-
Just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
have a whole entire freaking slideshow for us.
But I don't know. Like, if I really think about it, like, the internet is like so vital.
Oh,
plus running
it's
different,
11:34.
plus running different servers,
If you're gonna go, you gotta go.
and I think that like the government would have their own private servers. You know what I mean? Because
Probably.
they're
Well,
government.
I'd hope so.
Think about the money, though, dude. Like a lot of our money, like we have way less
How much
cash.
does it cost to run the internet?
I don't know, but I'm thinking like we have way less cash money than we do. Like people haven't like you have a number in your bank account whenever you open up your mobile banking app, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's way less
Zero.
cash money. Okay, I have a number of a bank account whenever I open up my mobile banking, and there's way less cash money in the world than there is that number. That number is way. That's that's the American debt basically. Is that big? Is your mobile number? The
Oh.
cash is way less than what that number is. So that's why if everyone took out their money at once, there wouldn't be enough money to pay for it for everybody, you know. So you never actually have as much money as you actually do in like actual cash.
Holy shit.
That's for real. Like that's
Stop.
that's the truth.
Blow my fucking
There's
mind.
never
Honestly-
that much cash in the world.
Honestly,
So-
I never really cared about money, honestly, because
Well,
it's just paper to me.
Okay,
Well, it's good for you, Dakota. All right.
I'm just
flex
saying.
some more.
but like if the internet
Still
goes
need it.
down, then you lose that money.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not getting that money back. So all you have is some cash. The fuck if the internet goes down, then money's gonna be worthless anyways. Because like the stock market
Yeah,
will
right.
crash.
I feel like a lot of people would freak out.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be
We
worth
don't really
anything.
need money then.
We don't. It's just
Free
money
trade.
is only as valuable as people make it.
People are
But-
greedy
but-
and wanted
Free
something to
trade.
trade
But-
with.
but we're not-
Trade.
You know how long?
Barter
You know how long
economy.
it would be take to implement a barter system, trade and barter system.
You could do it
until-
immediately,
I know, but like,
but it's just whatever you're willing to give the other person. You can't. But the thing with the barter economy is you can't have a regulated barter economy.
that's the thing, and
Yeah, it
and
can't
with
be
no
regulated.
regulations, people would like lose their minds.
Then you get the
Yeah.
discrimination and stuff like that, and people like get charged more for something. Or
Because it's like,
People just start trading the old bills.
I feel like that's
I'll
at that
trade you this
point-
$1 bill for this $5 bill.
At that point, it's just paper. It's worthless.
But I
You know?
think, but I think at that point, people wouldn't even give a fuck about a
No.
barter system, and they just like point a gun at you and just be like, "Give me all your shit."
No, eventually, yeah, that was what would happen if the internet crashed. Like, just went away. But if, like, eventually people would come together again and start rebuilding society,
Shit,
and I think
how
we
does
would
all
have
this
a barter
tie to the
economy.
internet? Do you really think we're that dependent on the
Oh,
internet? That we're
Yeah,
gonna fucking
we-
shit our
we've-
pants as soon as
oh,
it
yeah.
goes?
yeah, internet has
Why?
been running a lot of
Because
things.
now, how are you going to communicate with people?
You go to them and you talk.
Exactly.
Like we're doing now.
So the
with
United
our
States
vocal
government-
cords.
Has to send people to talk to the state governments. They had to send people to talk to the local
Get a
governments.
fucking big intercom. Just get a
Well,
big.
we used to have landlines,
Get a big area.
but no one has landlines anymore. So some people the only way you go talk is on landline. Because mobile phones are through the internet.
Radios. Or
Yeah, you can use,
walkie-talkies.
you can use radios.
Well, if I remember
Still,
correctly,
the people aren't connected enough that way.
if I remember correctly, I think it was in Mr. Lindsay's class. He was talking that like the Earth's radio waves are like slowly moving, and sooner or later they'll move to a point that you'll like switch.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And
Like,
radio, how we have the radios and stuff, it'll shut down.
so we'll have to recalibrate kind of
Yeah.
to get set up.
Huh.
to the
But
new way.
having
Yeah,
that,
that's right.
that would take so long because you would have to recalibrate pretty much everything. It would
So I don't
take
think-
a couple of
I
years.
think with the internet, I don't think we'll ever like fix it. I don't think we would take the time to fix it because we don't need it anymore. Really?
You think?
Yeah. What do we need the radio for? Really?
Good
I feel like if it is like the internet is the same thing to do with radio waves and stuff though. Well,
Then, yeah, the internet would be.
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, picking up deep space transmissions.
yeah, that would also.
Is that radio waves?
I think.
Yeah,
Pretty
think
sure
he's
we
right.
sent some kind of radio wave.
We have those
out in the fucking space. and just see what
Voyager, the
happens.
Voyager spacecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, they transmit pictures back to us.
so that would cause an issue there.
Yeah, but that's not important. We don't need those.
No,
You think they're
It's a waste
JPEGs?
of time if the internet goes down.
Well,
You think they're JPEGs?
the internet.
no PNGs, dude.
The internet is. I feel like it would hurt us a lot, but I feel like we would still be able to function a little.
I feel like
bit.
society would fall apart.
I feel like we'd probably fall apart for a little
I have a little bit more hope that people would come to their senses. I
Look
feel
at
like
what
they
they're
would
doing
freak out.
just during the coronavirus, and we still have.
Yeah,
People are-
true.
there's Mass panic. Look at what people do on Black Friday, dude.
Holy shit! People die on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, just so like, I feel like
Man, but that's the thing. Like, you have to see. Like, I feel like yes, if the internet went down, that'd be crazy. But also, like, the way I love being free, and I love being an American is great. But like the way that our government is set up, like
Being
yes, we
American is
could
great.
declare martial law, but then like like for example, if the internet went down in China, I mean they have enough people, enough bodies, and enough manpower to control their population.
I don't think they do.
I think they do.
I mean, yeah, they have the largest army on the planet, but like, it's also a huge country they have to control.
Yeah. So much territory, so
are
many
just gonna be
people.
like, people are just
Over
gonna,
a fucking
if-
billion people.
that's like going off the grid. Like people go off the grid today, and you don't know where they are. Like, they get rid of their credit cards, get rid of their phones, get rid of everything, and they just go off the grid. It's not like they're still on planet Earth. They're still in North America, in the United States, but like people don't know where they are. Yeah, because like they just disconnect. That's all they did was disconnect from the internet, and like any ways of like any internet thing,
Mhm.
and people don't know where they are. So I feel like it would make like state governments very important because like the state would be the one that would actually be regulating the people then.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be more involved, and so a state government that's prepared for that would do good. A state that's government that is not prepared for that or is not good at communicating with its people.
It all
Not
depends on how people react. It was.
You don't think it'd be a bit more local?
Oh, it would totally be come down to grades but I feel like the state would have to communicate with the local to make sure everything works.
How people. It depends on how people act. If the crazy side acts. If more people act crazy, then it's going to fall. But if more people act rationally and try and make it work, then I feel like it would be stable.
There would definitely be a very immediate switch back to local communities.
Yeah.
Jack just tried his password again and failed it again, so now he's
Oh.
got an hour before he gets it. But yeah, it would definitely shift very quickly back to the local communities and like doing things as a local group. and
See,
stuff.
that's one thing. It was a lot of people. That's why a lot of people were worried about Y2K.
Yeah, because the computers were not supposed to be
Well,
able to do it.
Even then, they were thinking like, if it happened, Y2. People were speculating that if Y2K happened, planes would start falling out.
Yeah.
Start falling.
Yeah. Like the pilot wasn't going to still be there anymore.
And there was actually a panic, and Family
People
Guy
killed
actually
themselves.
makes this
What are you
Family
talking
Guy
about?
makes fun of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The year 2000.
Oh,
Whenever the clocks all rolled from 1999 to 2000.
yeah.
But people were actually worried.
Can't believe
Like,
people thought
and
that was
Family Guy made fun of this in one of the earliest episodes. Is like all the nuclear power plants. I mean, not power plants, but like all the nuclear warheads would launch on Y2K. That's actually
Because the computers are supposed
You know how many people freaked out also about like
But what's that?
the year
what's supposed to
2012
change?
too, because like people
Yeah.
were like
That was
freaking
because of the
out.
Mayan calendar.
Yeah, that was because of the Mayan calendar.
It ended in 2012 because they had like a calendar that went on to the future. But that's just because they died before they came back another year.
Yeah.
That and they ran out of room on the rock.
What?
That and they ran out of room on the
Yeah,
rock.
but they just ran out of room. Yeah, poor Maya. Rips the Mayans. Dude.
Wait until they find the second rock.
Dude, this goes on for another like 2012 years, dude. That's how many years. So the unit of measurement, one Mayan rock equals 2012 years. Just for representation.
I don't think that's true. Did it run from 0 to
2012?
2012? Yeah.
Yeah. Had to, right?
I don't think so.
That's what a lot of people were
Wouldn't Mayan
freaking
year
out.
0 be that?
When was it discovered?
Or would they start at like 5?
No,
What do you
that's
think
like
about
an actual words. The people saw the Mayan calendar and it stopped at 2012.
Yeah.
But
it's
when
not
does
true.
it start?
That is true.
I assume it's 0.
I doubt it starts at 0. You
Why?
think they've been around that long?
They've
They
been. They
would think
were.
it was at 0.
I think they were. No, they
Their
were here.
0 would be different than ours.
No.
I feel like they. I feel like it
Okay,
was.
well, I'm sorry,
they
what-
were before
what-
BC, not BC, but
Here is their 0 to us.
Do you think they've been around? When do you think the Mayans started?
I don't know.
We learned that in more history, didn't we? I feel
It
like.
must be like
What year did this calendar start on?
1100s.
0.
But on our scale.
Then it would still go to 2012.
3,000 years. The Mayan Empire was around for 3,000 years.
So they would have been
When did they
around
start?
BC. So their 0 was at like 1000 BC.
2000 BC to AD 250.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's when the
Yeah,
Empire was around.
Yeah, and then classic it was 250 AD to
What about
900.
the Rock?
I don't know.
Not the guy. The
Well,
Rock.
if they were around for that long, then their 0 would be like 2000.
would be 2000 or no? They said it would be 2000 BC.
Wow, this is very
So,
specific.
That's
so
a
that
long
means
ass
that
time ago.
that means that there would have
This
been
is-
4012.
This is
Yeah.
saying that the Mayan calendar was
Oh, wow.
made on August 11th, 3114 BC.
Holy shit.
3140. So yeah, it's basically what we just said.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So then that means that on the calendar it would have said 5012,
Something like that.
something like 5116,
Yeah.
100 and what did it, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we just translated that to mean.
Crazy.
They might. What if was there a number that said this is BC and AD? Because if it's not, then that might not be 2012.
Yeah. Maybe that's going to be like the actual
2080.
number. Yeah.
Oh.
Because if there's not a number that says this happens then that might not have actually been 2012.
You hear that, people? 2080, it's going to happen. Start preparing now.
But yeah, they just ran out of
You need,
rock. Or they died.
you need
before they
another
finished it.
month's worth of food.
Another probably year of toilet paper.
There's none left, dude.
Oh.
Everybody's screwed.
Someone else is
Use your hand.
Look, if
If
you think you're going to run through a month's worth of toilet paper in 2 weeks, you have more problems than the fucking virus. All right,
You know-
you got the shits.
Diarrhea kills more people per year than
Of course it does.
Yeah, and you don't see people freaking.
but
Out
Taco Bell
buying
is
them.
still in business.
Yeah, true.
Every India still exists.
And the crazy part is also have anybody like seen that meme on Instagram where it's from the Simpsons movie?
No.
Where
Where
they
they-
predict everything and
Yeah,
they
they
put that dome
predicted-
over the Springfield.
Yeah, they put
Oh,
the dome over
yeah,
Springfield.
I've seen that.
They have not been.
If that happens, there is no question that Matt Groening is a time traveler.
He,
Not that there is already, because I believe he is.
I believe
Yeah,
he is,
there,
too.
there's
Or that
there's
he's seeing
something
the
up
future or something.
because they
But
predicted Trump too.
They did. Like
That's-
exactly this is the exact same scene that happened.
Yeah,
in the
that's-
movie, except for Homer
it's-
standing behind him.
In 9/11.
And 9/11.
They
It was
predicted
a bunch
that.
of other stuff.
Who was
dude.
standing behind Trump in the like mirror scene?
What mirror scene? It's on the escalator.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
if
if
there
it-
was like a shot of Trump, like in real life, in that kind of like situation, who was standing behind him,
Probably Pence.
that means Pence is Homer.
I don't think anyone was behind him, which means I think that Homer is a time traveler.
Oh.
Homer's God.
But I think that, like, it's what if they're telling the story of the world through Homer's eyes, and Matt Groening knows the time traveler. His name is Homer, and Homer has been through what if it's the Odyssey, dude?
Holy shit.
Like
The Odyssey of Homer.
like Homer's Odyssey, you know,
Holy
the book.
Oh,
he
dude,
writes
that
the
would be so
ancient
cool.
Greek book, the story, Homer's Odyssey.
Holy shit. What?
Well,
Oh,
that's the name Homer. You know.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
dude. Hold on.
So what if?
That's terrifying.
So what if it's that Homer, dude, and he figured out how to time travel,
Bro.
or he wrote that book and he's given it to
This
somehow
is
Matt Groening
fucked.
found it.
This
dude.
is fucked.
And it's telling the story of the future, and Matt Groening is just translating it basically.
That is fucked.
Into a cartoon.
I mean, if you get it to the people, why would you tell the kids?
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't. Like, say
But you know how fucked up that makes Futurama then? Because he designed
he did
Futurama.
Futurama. What if that Futurama was just for fun?
Yeah. Has Futurama predicted anything?
I think so.
I don't think so. He might have just done that for fun,
Yeah.
or maybe we just haven't gotten to that step yet.
Oh, what if Futurama's
Remember in
Futurama is
Futurama,
supposed to?
3000.
Remember in Futurama, whenever Fry goes under and then like shows the outside, like the woods and stuff, and how it gets like burned down, comes back up, burned
Yeah.
down, then like aliens come, blow everything up, comes back up, and goes back up to 2000. So like obviously something happens between 19. When did he leave? 1999.
1999, almost 2000.
To
New Year's Eve.
2099?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was asleep for 1,000.
So then
years.
he wakes up in the year 3000.
Yeah. Huh. So what if something happens?
A lot of things happened. Did you see
A
that
lot of stuff
transition? It was
happens,
the
dude.
future, and then aliens burned it down, and then it was medieval times, and then aliens came back and burned it down,
A lot of stuff happens.
and then it was the
dude.
future again.
A lot of stuff happens.
We're about to get smacked.
But all of human civilization took like
But
at least
it's
like
20,000.
4,000 years to get from medieval. Well, no, it didn't, honestly. Civilization moved really fast. Like, because we did like medieval
fucking
times in
epic.
like 1212. That's when Magna Carta was done.
But you got to think also how long like ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and
Well, yeah. But in like the past 800 years,
We've advanced.
we've
yeah, we
gotten-
advanced
We've advanced a lot.
very
So
fast.
it wouldn't take a long. It's
Possible.
it's possible.
That's crazy.
It's possible that we could do that in that amount of time and come back.
Well,
and
think
go
about it.
down,
What if
come
if we did progress back to the medieval ages, somebody finds like buried buildings or something and then
back? They use
progresses that.
to progress.
Yeah,
Mm,
progress
But the
back.
internet won't be around.
What if they find like records of the internet and start
Imagine-
making their
imagine,
own
like-
internet again?
all of our civilization just crippling out of nowhere, and then like the next generation of humans
If
like
the internet goes down.
come in and find like
What we have.
ancient Brevard, North Carolina, and they're like,
Hey.
what were they up to?
Ancient Jeep Cherokee.
Holy shit, dude. What if they just got everything wrong, like Futurama did? Like how they got baseball as a fucking like killing sport.
Yeah. They just think that like our stuff is just like they just
Yeah.
they misinterpret everything.
This is what
Could-
they call the
could-
call.
what do you think? Do you think we did that with medieval times? We misinterpreted
No, we
what
have
they were
writing that tells us what it was. People have documented it all
Yeah.
since then from now. Like,
I'm
Hey,
so
dude.
convinced that machine that latches your arms and your legs and pulls you apart is just a stretching machine.
but there's no knowing that actually happened. If it's part of the simulation, then you would just think that it actually happened, and nothing happened there.
Well, you're wrong about some things because, like the ancient Egyptians, how they're writing, we don't actually know if we're interpreting it correctly. Because a lot of their writing
Yeah,
is just like
Don't
pictures
we
and
have
stuff.
some hieroglyphs?
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
doesn't
we have
there,
there's some kind of translation, right?
There's a-
translation guide.
the Rosetta Stone?
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah,
use that to translate.
That was Greek, wasn't
But it goes from
it?
Egyptian to Greek, and then we.
Oh, yeah, I
read
think you're right,
Greek,
'cause
so we
I've-
translate Greek to English.
Was it Egyptian to Greek? I thought it ended at Greek.
Maybe it's Greek to. There's some kind of way to translate because we can read some of it. I know
Yeah,
we can.
yeah.
I thought French was also in there somewhere.
That's the app. That's the CDs you get.
I thought French.
Or is that a Stone
I thought-
CDs that you
I
listen
thought
to?
French was on the Rosetta Stone.
Well,
It
we,
is on those
we
CD
still don't.
things.
No,
well,
like
oh,
on the
on
actual
the stone.
fucking stone. Yeah.
Well, we still don't know everything about ancient civilizations because, like, look at Stonehenge and what's those?
The Stonehenge, I swear, is just rocks.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
put up for no
Yeah.
reason. They just thought
Okay,
it
then
would
what
look
about
cool.
those giant
That's
statues
probably-
of like those faces?
What?
You know,
Yeah,
this
Easter Island.
giant Easter Island.
Oh, that one's whack, dude.
They're
They were just pranks.
just
There's
They had a
scary.
they
There's
were,
some scary
They
stuff.
were
on this
trying to
planet.
break the
There's
Guinness World
predictions.
Record of giant faces on an island.
there's predictions that theories that
Quick, back
the
to the
Stonehenge's heads. It's not just the heads, but like under
There's
the ground.
bodies underneath.
Yeah.
Have they done that? Have they dug one up?
I don't know. There's also a lot of times people
Surely
went
they
there with
Surely they
Surely
would
somebody
try,
has.
dude.
yeah. There's people that went there with heat vision cameras and stuff, and they actually give off like a lot of heat, like body heat.
That is
They're probably
whack.
really fucking hot. What's in them? You think? If
I
they
don't
give
know.
up
More
that much
stone.
heat?
Is there?
What if it's not? Though?
Hot
What if
rocks?
it's like hot pockets?
Hot pocket.
Just a fucking microwave. In there.
Oh my god!
Dude, what? There's
Somebody-
some
somebody
scary
left the
stuff on this
stove on.
planet, dude.
And then there's so many people like theorizing that the pyramids were created by like aliens and stuff because
It's just,
No.
it's not that hard.
well,
But
well, some of
the pyramids were made of limestone, and limestone is not native to Egypt at all.
Plus,
You
a lot of
control
this-
half the world, though.
Yeah, I get that.
yeah, but a lot of
I'm-
people
I'm just
saying
more
like
curious
slaves being starved and stuff, picking that up. A lot of our machines have trouble picking that.
I don't
have
think they
trouble.
picked it up.
Surely, you know how
I think why can't it already been
Then
there?
there's-
Have you ever
just a
seen-
limestone deposit, dude?
I don't know. There's no limestone.
So they would
that's
have to carry
It's
it.
only limestone.
Is there?
No,
Is there?
that's not, no.
Is there? Is there like a?
How big are the blocks?
They're fucking huge.
They are
Yeah, they are
I know,
huge.
I know they're fucking huge. But
Elephant?
is
But the
is
thing is,
It's
limestone.
a desert. They can't survive it.
Limestone's fucking the
Light.
perfect kind of stone for the pyramids. Because if they made it out of like the sandstone that was in Egypt, they'd be gone by now. They'd have
Huh.
fucking disintegrated back in
That's
sand.
that's why a lot of people
So
speculate it was
limestone's
aliens.
like meant to last in that kind of environment.
I don't know. I've
So
always
like
thought
granite-
that.
So it's
like,
obviously put there on purpose.
if you brought limestone here, it'd be fucking gone because
Why?
we get so much rain.
Oh,
But since it's so dry and
so that's what so granite is
Hot
better for
over
here.
yeah,
Okay.
if you brought rain over there, it'd be gone
Why?
because it's
Right
not
now?
suited for that kind of climate.
That's cool.
It is cool.
And
Like,
then
I just wanted to know how they knew that. Maybe they have. It made me think when Coach Robinson told us that. Like, what if they had like a tester pyramid that was out of sandstone and it's just fucking gone?
yeah,
Huh?
that makes sense actually.
Huh? That is kind of cool. Or like one of granite that they tried.
Yeah.
Dude, do you
Not
know
that they
how
have any way to
long?
get granite over there? But
Dude, that
there's
would
episode
sound-
somewhere in maybe
Must have got it
Himalayas.
from
Maybe.
somewhere in Africa.
Yeah,
I reckon.
there's mountains in Africa.
Mhm.
What?
There are mountains in Africa.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
There are scary things on the planet.
There are some
Yeah.
scary things on planet Earth.
Easter
There's
Island-
also,
Stonehenge is whack. Though,
There's
too.
underwater buildings and statues.
There's
Oh,
a road
man.
so close to Stonehenge now.
Really?
Apparently.
That's stupid.
Apparently
There's
you
also-
literally can just, like,
Did
walk
you hear
over.
about the like
That's dumb.
underwater? I mean, not underwater, but underground cave system. There was like an underground civilization in China, and there's like it was supposed to be like really ancient, and nobody can really figure out how they did it because there's like these smooth walls and perfectly like sculpted creations, and they're like smooth, but they predict that it's like really, really, really old.
Huh? There's that place in
It's
If it's underground, then it's probably not been subjected to
But-
a lot
but
of
it
weather.
is-
Yeah,
but it
true.
is. But the thing about the Chinese is how
Then again, you gotta think about
is how
tools.
before the
'Cause
Chinese like
this is supposed to be
traded.
like really smooth.
you know when,
Egyptians.
if you really think
I'll
about
get
like
back to that.
before the Chinese like started like really like dominating the trade industry in the world, like how isolated they
Silk
were.
Road.
Like
Yeah.
like imagine like if they were able to come up with a way to like make gunpowder and then make these ships that are like insanely like huge big. Like I watched an episode on them like building ships. It's like fucking insane how big they built it, how fast they built it. So like for them to like make infrastructure like is insane. Like their
They're crazy
infrastructure
productive. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's-
they're like the oldest civilization on the planet. So
There's crazy
and to make
stuff
the Great Wall
But-
like
on this earth.
Sometimes that
they made the
smooths-
Great Wall while they're in war too. Like they're getting invaded, and they make the Great Wall. Like they're
Yeah.
fighting the Mongols and build the wall on the border with the Mongols at the same time. It's crazy.
China, like,
There's that place in like Syria or Jordan where the buildings are huge and like built into the walls. And there's no reason the building should be that big or anything. And then in France, they found like the remains of like giant people, like David and Goliath
yeah.
giants, but like just 8-foot humans, like 9-foot humans.
Yeah, there was also they
Like a
went
whole
into the
village.
jungle. They went into the jungle and saw like these giant bones. And they started speculating
There's
that
a
the
giant
Amazonians
Whoa.
were, yeah.
that's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, dude.
That those smooth walls though must be some kind of
Well,
trick.
A
Well, my
water erosion.
I don't know what to call them.
real quick before a lot of people also say like, you know how the dinosaurs were big and as time went on animals grew smaller and smaller.
hmm
That's because body was adjusting to like the temperature and stuff. What if we were like back then really really big people, like we were tall, 8 foot and stuff, and that was small for a human, but as time went on we also adjusted to the temperature and got
So there
smaller and
would be
smaller.
like a transition phase where it's like some people are smaller still and some people are bigger still.
Yeah.
Huh.
And as time goes on, maybe we'll get
Different-
bigger and bigger again.
No, not if climate changes. I don't feel like climate change is happening and stuff. We're still gonna get smaller.
Well, the Earth back then was supposed to be
small.
warm. The Earth back then was supposed to be warm as hell,
Yeah.
and then the ice age happened.
Oh, people got smaller. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it gets colder, then it's
If
getting
it gets
hotter.
warm, well, the Earth, if the Earth's
Yeah,
warming
I
up,
see. Yeah. If it gets
Alright.
hotter, then we'll get bigger again.
But
Yeah.
see, you know what the crazy part about that is how you know how, for example, like if you go to say, it's not necessarily true, but like if you go to a bigger planet, I mean, say suspect if we were going to a bigger planet and there were creatures or living organisms that were bigger, you know, but to think about it, that there were huge living organisms that lived on Earth, but the proportional size of Earth has not really changed. You know, if you
No,
really think
no.
about it, like okay, but what I'm saying is like
Kinda a lot.
the proportional size of land could change. You know, like how the continents split up.
Like Pangea.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Pangea,
I see,
stuff like that. But the
Yeah.
overall proportional size of the Earth has not changed. So if you really think about it, say
Well, the continents have changed, but the Earth as a whole has not changed.
yeah, the Earth as
Yeah.
a whole has not changed.
Okay.
So then the organisms that live on it were huge at one point, and imagine them being in mass numbers in the billions.
They do move in herds.
And
Yeah.
and if you're talking about like that, just takes up a crap ton of space.
Yeah.
Like of course we probably take up more space than they ever will because of like how industrialized
how many?
Yeah.
how
was it?
industrialized we
Yeah.
are. But like
Humans like space.
but that's insane. Like, you know, like for example, the megalodon, like just like thinking about like
They're terrifying.
how big that shark is to roam, and then how many of them there were to roam the seas, and to think that
Well,
They're
weren't
in
even
the
biggest
same-
sea
they're-
creatures.
but they're in the same capacity, like they're in the same sea. They used to be in the same sea, like that is.
Have you ever
today.
noticed how some dinosaurs look like modern day animals?
It's
Like how giraffes look like fucking brachiosaurs
Yeah, kind of.
and shit, and like
You know,
rhinos and fucking
we don't
triceratops
even-
and shit.
Yeah.
We don't even know how like we don't know how ancient deep sea creatures because
I
we
don't
don't
know
know.
The Loch Ness monster looks like whatever fucking
That-
long.
Yeah.
Or whatever
Yeah.
they do.
I thought it was no, it was not the most.
But here's the thing that gets me is how you can really think about it. It's like it's hard to find out that we will ever know. For example, you'll never know about like ancient, maybe like ancient dinosaurs or like sea creatures or anything like that. Because like for example,
You can't even
it's
get too
the
far about
theorize
ocean
the
now.
the really like theorize about it. It'd probably be like dead. There'd be no way that it'd be living because of the amount of
Mhm.
oxygen it needs to breathe in the water, and how much oxygen we have depleted in the water. You know what I mean? Like just
You made a fit. What were you thinking?
so much
You made a face
pollution.
about
That'd be crazy.
Well, that's the thing is over time these creatures have evolved to adapt to
the new
find new
climate.
ways to live.
To vo-
Maybe-
but
Yeah, I
without
reckon-
Yeah, they got
reckon-
smaller.
I reckon they didn't
Yeah,
all
if
go out. I reckon they just evolved into.
what if they
smaller
found a
sharks,
new way
different fucking
to
creatures.
what if they found a new way to survive? Like
I don't think there's any more megalodons.
no, there's no.
There used to be short necked giraffes, and then all the like,
Well, we don't know that. We never found any.
The
Yeah,
moon,
we do.
well, megalodons.
and then like all the bushes on the ground died. So only the long neck
Yeah.
I don't-
survived,
I think
and
that was
the
real.
short neck ass.
No, that
I
was
thought
real.
that
That
was
was
just
real.
scary.
Yeah, that's real.
I didn't know we had, like,
Well, the megalodons did. Their ancestors did survive. Megalodons
I think it's
are
because
sharks.
fish got smaller.
Yeah.
I feel that might be why they died off.
Maybe.
Because it would have been fine from the asteroid, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel like
That's why
fish got smaller and
crocodiles and shit.
faster, and they got like they couldn't keep up and eat enough to keep them alive. So smaller sharks, they just either died off and smaller sharks became a bigger thing, or they just evolved into smaller sharks.
I'm just saying, creatures may. There's an ancestor to pretty much every single
Mm.
creature,
Yeah.
and deep sea creatures. Because there's a anglerfish, an ancient anglerfish
Yeah.
that was supposed to be gigantic, but those went extinct. But they just got smaller,
yeah,
and
because I feel
still,
like things got faster and harder to feed.
yeah,
it
and
harder
they
to stay
got
full.
smaller and deep part of oceans. We don't know what's at the deepest parts, though. We don't know what kind of creatures were at the deepest
Yeah, we
parts.
can't
at
get
that time.
fossils from the
But do
bottom.
you know what's crazy? How what creature like really didn't really have to evolve because they're not really affected by like shit.
Which is cockroaches.
No, jellyfish.
Alligators and crocodiles also.
Jellyfish. They literally like watched this documentary on about it, and it's just like they just are everywhere. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. There's not enough natural predators.
Nothing eats jellyfish.
Nothing-
Just like
well,
sea turtles.
Yeah,
Sea turtles eat jellyfish.
You can
But
say
they're all
the same
dead,
thing
so-
for about alligators and crocodiles because they may have gotten smaller, but if you look at their ancestors, they haven't changed that much.
Nile
They got small-
crocodiles are huge. Like,
Yeah.
they're still like 20 feet long. There was
Well,
this one.
Shit.
There was
sorry.
this one at the zoo in I think it's in North Carolina somewhere. His name was Utan.
Yeah, I saw you.
He was too big for his cage. Like his cage was like so tiny.
Well,
He was,
Osarka
like,
was
long
supposed to
legs.
be as long as this, like from the back of
What?
his wall back there. Osarka
Oh yeah, I've seen him
was
with
supposed to be as long as like the back wall of his
Holy
room in there
shit.
to over here.
Yeah, the guy he's massive, dude.
Yeah, he's gigantic.
I've seen pictures of this guy before.
Yeah, he's like the biggest Nile crocodile in captivity, or was the biggest crocodile in captivity.
Think of something bigger than this son of a gun.
Yeah,
They have just gotten smaller. They're not too
I feel like
small.
his life was kind of miserable
Oh yeah, for sure.
because like his cage he was not in the right environment.
I feel like he was
That's
mean though.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up though. We had a really long
Yeah.
episode, but
Yeah.
it was definitely we just talked a good bit.
That smooth wall thing was. I think the Egyptians used that as a trick because my
What are you talking about? It's with what?
The
The cave system. Yeah. What about it?
My uncle Al, who's not actually my uncle, but whatever, went to London to some museum. They had like an Egyptian pillar.
Yeah.
And it looked so smooth, and he was like, I kind of want to touch it.
It wasn't that smooth.
So, Barbie was like, I know you want to touch it. So like, she stood in front of the door because it's like a one-way thing.
Yeah,
so
you
she
gotta
stood
walk through
there.
the thing, yeah.
Al zips under the red
Yeah,
rope,
Yeah.
and he feels it, and it's little indents
Yeah.
going up, so they cover up and they look smoother.
What's the trick? Well, when's it a trap?
It's not a trap; it's a
Oh.
trick. You go up, and then when you step back, it all looks smooth.
Oh,
That's
okay.
interesting.
Okay.
All
Lit.
right.
Think about how Pangea is like a supercontinent. What's on the other side of the globe whenever we see it? Just water? Just ocean?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like kind of how it is now. Like, have you ever
The Pacific is huge.
been to
It's mostly water.
A little
in the Pacific, yeah.
globe? Yeah. If you just turn it, there's just a huge fucking section of water,
Yeah.
which is terrifying.
Yeah.
They
You get
speculate
lost
that
out there.
sooner or later.
Oh.
That's where we fought, dude. We fought in that ocean.
Yeah,
The
it's-
Sooner or
Japanese. We got
later, they
lost.
suspect that we're going to try it again.
Well, if Pangea keeps splitting, the idea would be that we would spread out further.
In another
Right.
few million years, we might
It'd be
meet
spread out
on
very
the
good.
on one.
So North America would clash with,
We might meet
Asia
on the
on
other
this
side of
side.
the globe. Yeah.
yeah, and South America would clash
To
with
a new-
Australia. on this
a
side.
new-
Canada and
supercontinent.
Alaska would collide with Russia.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Right.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. If you like the podcast, make sure to show your support by subscribing, sharing with your friends, and leave us a like. And we want to hopefully get these out more frequently and sooner. So show some love so that we can do that.
Please.
Thanks everyone for watching, and
Watching.
for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Fucked it up. We
All
have to do
right.
it all again.
Good night.